Wife of 13 years, cheated with coworker. My wife and I have been together for 13 years. We met when we were in high school and now have 3 beautiful children. We obviously met when we were very young, but we both fell in love and always had a blast. Before the affair came to light, I would admit that we were going through our ups and downs like any other relationship. But never in a million years would I think she would cheat. Weeks before I found out, I started to see some changes in her. We would always charge our phones at the end of the night on my side of the bed because the outlet is on my side. I guess this is the first red flag I ignored. Instead of charging her phone like usual, she would start keeping it next to her while she slept, like under her pillow. She would just take her charger with her to work and charge it there. Now here's the second red flag I ignored. I got a hold of her phone while she was busy with something else and I started going through her pictures. That's where I saw a selfie of her AP. There was another pic of her AP and one of her female coworkers, so I stupidly chalked it up to her coworkers just being funny and taking selfies while she left her phone unattended. I feel so stupid now. I wish I would have said something because my gut was telling me something wasn't right. So a week or so before the affair, she tells me her female coworker asked her if she'd like to come over for some drinks after work on Thursday of next week. Little did I know it was all bullshit and that it was just a cover for what she was really going to do. In reality, her and AP had already planned on meeting at a hotel. We had a big fight the night before the affair. I asked her and begged her to tell me if she was seeing someone else. I asked her if she wanted me to move out, if she wanted a divorce. I was just trying to see what it was that she wanted. She insisted that there was no one else, that she just needed some space. I drank alone in the living room that night after the kids went to bed and she was in our bedroom alone. I started sobbing and she came out to check on me and told me to come to bed and just rest. So I did. The day of the affair, I ended up taking the day off of work. I woke up remembering that today is the day she's supposed to go for some drinks with her coworker. I had a bad feeling in my gut. I grabbed her phone while she was busy with something else. I'm so mad now for not going with my gut feeling. I grabbed her phone and had planned on sharing her location with myself through Google. I had my chance and I decided against it because I didn't want her to get mad had she found out I was keeping tabs on her location. So she gets ready and leaves. Later on in the night, she texts me saying, "Hey babe, I'm on my way to so-and-so's house." I feel so disgusted now for telling her I loved her and to have a good time. I told her to enjoy herself and to please not drink too much. By that time she had already been at the hotel with the AP for about 3 hours. She apparently did go to work but left early to meet the AP at the hotel. Later on she calls me and tells me she's finally on her way. She asks if I want something to eat. I say sure and she comes home. Gross thinking of the fact that I kissed her when she got home. So while we're eating she's real short about how it went at her friends. I find that odd because she's usually super talkative. We finish eating and hang out for a bit watching TV and she goes to bed. Now this is when I found out. Again, her phone is nowhere in sight, so I texted her phone so I can hear it vibrate and now I know where it's at. I find it and try to unlock it a few times till I finally get the right PIN code. I go through her texts and see nothing. Go through the pictures and nothing. Finally, I opened Google Maps and pull up her timeline. That's when I see it. That's when my heart broke into a million pieces. I started panicking and saying, no, please God, no. The timeline shows her arriving at work, staying there for an hour and a half or so, then it shows her driving to a fucking hotel. I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't pretend to fall asleep and wait till next morning. I woke her ass up. I told her I wanted to talk about something and wanted to ask her something. She says, "What is it?" I ask her, "Where did you go?" She says, "I told you I went to have a few drinks with my coworker." I asked, "Then why the fuck were you at a hotel for 4 hours?" I said, "Why the fuck does your phone say you were at a hotel?" I was holding her phone while this was happening and she gets up all mad and snatched it out of my hand while angrily saying, "Why are you looking through my phone?" She kept denying it, until she finally came out and told me she cheated on me. She said that she had never cheated on me before. She said that this is the only time she met with the AP out of work. I asked her how long was this going on, and she says things started getting flirtatious between them about 2 weeks before the meetup at the hotel. She says things never got physical until the actual day of the affair. I did look at her timeline on the months and weeks leading up to the affair, and that's the only day it shows her somewhere else and not at her job, so I do believe her. Just to point things out, this was about 7 months ago. It still hurts so damn much. It kills me inside to know that she cheated, and the thought of her sleeping with someone else completely disgusts me and breaks my heart. I thought the pain would dissipate as time goes on, but no. I feel so worthless some days. Some days I find it hard to get out of bed, some days I just wish I never found out. This fucking sucks.